when you tell brand ambassadors that they are eligible for a giveaway, and then a brand ambassador comes up in the giveaway, you give them the thing you planned on giving away. You pointed out that these PCs are funded entirely by the money that some brand ambassadors have likely given you on Twitch. So if 100% of the money that you get on Twitch goes into the giveaways, then this isn't really costing you a whole lot, is it? You literally have a separate fund for this that comes entirely off of Twitch. So you can create this perpetual cycle where your Twitch is effectively the advertising platform, and all the money you get on Twitch goes into magnifying that advertisement through us. So, this is going to be awkward. I am going to be losing a sponsor. Not that I'm being thrown away by a sponsor, not that I've done anything particularly wrong, but I'm going to be giving up a sponsor, and that sponsor is Artesian Builds. We're going to get into why here in a second, but before that, let's go ahead and pop up the fan art section as per usual. We have a work in progress, and I know where this one ends up going, from Ivana Dragmeyer. Have a little sneak peek. I know what this ends up turning into, and Ivana, you should be ashamed of yourself. The next one is from a traumatized boy. I drew Catgirl Suris being followed by Slime Suris on some quest. This is... I look like I just got done dealing with Tucker Carlson that day. I'm so tired. The next one we have here is from Kira Sakura, a gingerbread Suris, and I think it is wonderful. As always, if you want your fan art to be shown on a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord server. With that said, let's go ahead and start talking about what just happened recently. Artesian Builds. They're a longtime sponsor of the channel. They make computers, and they do it live on their Twitch channel. This has been a thing that they've done for a while. I know a few people have bought computers from Artesian Builds using my link. That link is going to be deleted here in a little bit, pretty much as soon as I'm done with this. Now, do I want to burn this bridge? Yes, I do, because it's a bridge that deserves to be burned. So, for those who don't know, if you are a brand ambassador with Artesian Builds, every month they do a ambassador-only giveaway. So anybody who is a brand ambassador, so anybody from Destiny to Mr. Beast to me, are all eligible to receive a computer from Artesian Builds during the giveaway. Now, to anybody who thinks that this is a bridge not worth burning, I will say this: if you do not believe that a corporation deserves to be criticized merely because I am, up until the end of this video, a representative of said corporation, no, they deserve to be criticized. So, 2 lucky winners will have a PC built along with lots of other prizes. The fun will start around 4 p.m. And tune in to Artesian Builds. Okay, cool. So, now, this is a PC giveaway, and we tuned in a little bit to Artesian Build stuff while I was live yesterday. But what are the rules of winning a PC through Artesian Builds here? Well, the rules are you have to be a brand ambassador. That's it. And how do you become a brand ambassador? Well, Artesian Builds approaches you. They approach you and then ask if you would like to be a representative for their brand. And if you say yes, then you might be accepted into Artesian Builds program, where if somebody picks up a PC through them using your link, you will get a kickback from that. Should be noted, the rules, the stipulations for being eligible for one of these PCs was literally just be a brand ambassador. That's it. Now, here's where we run into issues. This is a user named Kia. She has become, or they, I do know their pronouns, but oh, she here, it's right there. Boom. She has become a larger streamer practically overnight because of this. And while that is a wonderful silver lining, we don't get to just hang on to that and say, oh, that's fine. Here we have the Artesian Builds CEO, and Kia was selected as the winner for Artesian Builds. She was selected as the winner for one of these PCs. Now, this could be a life-changing thing. We'll turn on that camera for just a second. So this is a old, dusty EVGA NVIDIA video card. Without this, my channel would have never been able to pick up. I would have never been able to do anything with my channel. And I keep it with me as a reminder that sometimes the thing between you being able to chase your dreams and not is the equipment someone is able to give you. And it was literally only by chance that I had that equipment. It can be a life-changing thing when equipment that is tailor-made for the job you want is given to you. I thought you wanted to show off your gym badges? No. So, let's see what the CEO had to say when Kia was selected as the winner for I believe it was a $5,000 gaming PC. Not an insubstantial thing.
I didn't even read the name.
2K followers is under my threshold. 3 days ago is within my threshold. Long streams, which is good. An Artesian builds, fifth panel. See if you have redeeming qualities.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and begin with that. When you literally are looking at a person, a real person who is likely tuned into your stream, because the people who watch the Artesian Builds channel, a lot of them are people who work for Artesian Builds. Because we're tuning in for, to see if one of us wins a PC. So when you go, oh, let's see if you have any redeeming qualities. Bitch, you should know. Your team selected us.
What if he's personally bought 10 PCs?
Airlessly says their thing is legit only to have a panel, and if they're still in the ambassadorship. I even asked if we had to be there to say no. Yep. Yeah, the redeeming qualities are you selected us as ambassadors. You selected us to advertise for you. That's all the redeeming qualities you need, because those are the redeeming qualities you selected for.
She. I guess
Could be international.
No idea who you're.
I obviously.
I'm over here.
No, not international. America. Whew, cheap shipping.
No, it just means they don't have to pay for shipping.
Thank goodness.
From Australia.
Active
Nice.
media.
So Australians will potentially have to pay like duties, for example. I think it's worth it.
Why would it matter? Why would it matter? Why is there a deliberation when they've already won? Why is there a deliberation over whether or not they should get it? You've already decided. You're given the PC anyways. Literally, all any of us have had to do is sell a single PC for you, and that does the shipping cost. I personally know that 3 PCs have been bought through my link for you guys. So, hell, use the money you made off of me for that shipping, even if it was too much. Okay, so he's just sitting there verifying, what he can see, but there's more to it. There's more to it. Here we go. Boop.
Never look a tulip in the eye.
SpaceX Gouda, thank you very much for the follow.
All followers combined still under 5K, even across multiple socials. I was trying to be generous. That's a tough one.
Why is it a tough one? They're a brand ambassador for you. You even said 2K followers was your threshold. Why is the goalpost moved to 5K? I mean, I understand that you tried to go, oh, well, what if it's all followers on all platforms? Maybe we'll do that. This leads me to believe that it's not about giving back to your brand ambassadors. It's about which of your brand ambassadors have a large enough audience to showcase the generous gift you've given them so that you look like a better company as a result. It shouldn't matter what rung we are on the social or corporate ladder if we are your brand ambassadors, and that was the one thing that was required for any of us to be eligible for this. The one thing that was required was for us to work with you. Yeah, having this conversation on stream was extremely stupid. Yeah, because it's not just about the PC. That's the thing. The thing to note, it's not just about the PC. It is about, effectively, a coworker and or boss, representative of you or you are a representative of this person, either way, discussing the merit of you as a person in front of a live studio audience of hundreds of people. It's not only unprofessional, but it's fucking hurtful. Can you imagine one of the members of my team, by the way, Artesian build team 12, for those who don't know, but one of the members of my team left today, and the reason they gave was that they are part of the United States Air Force, and every now and again, they have to go and be deployed and can't stream for a certain amount of time. So when somebody's sitting there looking at their numbers and saying, you don't stream that much, you're not making that many numbers, while they're deployed in the fucking military doing what they can, how destructive to your morale is that going to be? You do not know, and you never know, the personal situations of the people you are talking about on a stream. And yet, a representative who needs us. If Artesian Builds did not have all of their brand ambassadors, their company wouldn't fucking exist, because we are their advertisement. We are their advertisement. Yeah, they should have just rigged it if they were going to do this. It would have been better to lie behind closed doors than be open and honest about this. But I'm glad they were open and honest about this, because at least now we have that info.
Because there's bound to be repeats if you include multiple systems.
I know. That's also true. Let's go into the analytics dashboard.
The fuck is that face?
And you will do it.
The fuck is that face? Let's go to the analytics dashboard. Ooh. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what the reasoning was once they go to the analytics dashboard. Let's go ahead and see. Did you email that about contracting? Because I did, and I just got Kay. Thanks for letting us know. I haven't emailed yet. I do want to say, if Ember comes across this, Ember is the associate who is part of my team. I hold no ill will towards you, mind. You do not represent your CEO. But let's go ahead.
These babies.
Oh, and there's the reroll. Here's the reason, chatter babies. Here's the reason. This person has 3 months of ambassadorship and not a single click.
Ooh, not a single click.
Not a single click. Not even once.
It's a little rough. So it sounds
Purged.
So they're re-rolling.
This is an ambassador giveaway, and you've got to be.
So, again, being an ambassador for Artesian Builds does not mean that you have to sell a certain number of PCs. It's never been that. That has never been communicated to any one of us. It was never communicated in my team. It was never communicated in any team that I have spoken with other people from past that. I don't know the number of your team, Airlessy, but I imagine that you also didn't have any of those conversations about you had to sell a certain number of PCs before you were eligible. The rules were you were eligible. This person, because in 3 months they weren't able to sell a PC for Artesian Builds, instantly was told not only are they not going to be receiving the PC that they rightfully won through your system, your rules you made, but as you humiliate them based on their numbers alone, you then have the audacity to go, nope, and they're purged. And they're purged. So I could see that it was all the propaganda in the company about how, because by the way, we aren't called teams by Artesian Builds. I just want to let you guys know that we're not called teams. No. Each section of our Artesian Build ambassadors are called families. These are the words you chose. These are the rules you made. So by the rules you made, you circumvent them because a particular person isn't performing the way that you envisioned they should. And by the name you chose to call each one of these groups families. So Artesian Builds, I have to ask, Is this how you would treat family? I understand that there's going to be somebody in my comment section, some chucklefuck, who's going to go, it's never family. Have you ever worked for a corporation? Yes, I have. I've worked for Walmart. I've worked for McDonald's. I've worked for Kroger. I have worked for Quick Trip. I've worked for Aldi. I have worked for a lot of places. And I'm used to the family rhetoric. I'm used to it. I understand that it's always a smokescreen, but what you need to understand is that when you are either an employer or a representative and you choose to use the language of family, that puts a different burden on you, a responsibility on you to then treat your employees or your representatives or your ambassadors in a way that reflects the words you chose. Again, Artesian Builds, as a company, had the ability to not choose that word. They had the ability to choose any kind of word at all. Instead, they chose family. And this is not how you would treat someone like that. Let's go ahead and see what Kia had to say on this, because this is not just about Artesian Builds and how they've humiliated a streamer and just screwed with them. It's not just about that. It is also about the person themselves. Kia said, if you haven't heard, Artesian Builds do not care about their small streamer ambassadors. They have monthly PC giveaways for their ambassadors. Great, right? Except they don't care for small streamers. I got chosen and they changed their rules last minute, which is true. I can pull up, if you need me to, the DMs to Ember in our chat where the rules of this were laid bare, and an amount of PCs sold was never part of the rules until the CEO decided arbitrarily that it needed to be. Because, let's be honest, this is what happens when you're working with a 2-inch wiener. Now, you then go, you hear this man's voice? He's belittling me. It's slander and defamation of my stream as a person. I won the PC fair and square. The rules say that you need an Artesian panel in your Twitch about. And I do have that. So what's the issue? The reason? Sorry, not everybody has money for a PC. It's expensive, and it's so condescending. Artesian Builds needs to do better. I earned the PC, and this makes me feel like I'm not a good streamer. You're making my community seem like they aren't supportive. And they're the best thing that's ever happened to me. This is insane. And that is important. This is not only a knock against them, this is a knock against their community. Because if somebody in their community didn't click the Artesian Builds link, then I guess they weren't doing their due part, right? Well, let's go ahead and look at the other side of the coin. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Because Artesian Builds decided they were going to put up an apology, or at the very least, give some context, I assume. So let's go ahead and read into this thread and see what they have to say about what they said. Hi, Twitter Sphere. I'm really sorry for the way we did parts of the giveaway today. We've given a lot of people a lot of awesome free tech, and that's not going to stop. If you want to talk to me, I'm here. That's kind of the point of being live so much. Continued. Everyone in the affiliate and ambassador program is eligible to get awesome free stuff and earn money from referrals. It costs nothing to join. You can always go and chat with me live on Twitch. I've talked for a long time about being transparent about everything. It's live after all. Really. This feels like a lie. This one feels like an outright lie. Because you put up here, everyone is eligible. Everyone. Really? Is everyone eligible? Because based on what you said in the live stream, no. There are magical arbitrary limits. There are magical arbitrary parameters that have to be achieved for someone to be eligible, and you just don't tell them about it until you accidentally give a PC away to one of your smaller streamers. My assumption is that the problem here for you is that as they are a smaller streamer, they would not be able to take that PC and blast to the world, oh my god, look at how generous my sponsor is. It's not about giving back to your ambassadors. It's about giving to the ambassadors that can then shout you out and make you look better, which then increases your sales because you look like a company that cares more about their ambassadors than about the money. But then when you're live on stream, you immediately set things up to screw yourself. Let's continue here. They go, there's no filter, no PR team. There's just us. You can get a cake or a new solid-state drive. And remember, we give back 100% of what we earn on Twitch to upgrades and builds and do giveaways. No other company is doing this way, and it's not the easiest way. So here's how this reads to me, Artesian. And I'm not addressing your CEO specifically because your CEO is a representative of you, and your worker who was right there had the ability to say while he was live on stream, no, man, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what you're saying. And that wasn't done. So, when you say there is no filter, there is no PR team, and then you say shit like what you said on the stream, what I hear, what comes through my ear holes, is that that is how you truly operate. That is how you truly feel. And you have no regrets about it. No remorse. Because it was never about us. It's never been about the brand ambassadors. It's always been about what we offer to you as a company. When you say there's no filter, all you're doing is saying, I'm sorry the words I said hurt you. But you're not saying you're sorry for the words you said. The words you said don't actually matter. So, they have a fourth part of this tweet thread. It's just in a weird space. They said the easy way is to not be there for you. But you guys aren't there for us. You showed that through your actions. But I've been there for years. I haven't done much of anything else. I love interacting with you all, and I feel terrible that anyone didn't enjoy that process today. Please feel free to share ideas and improve. From Noah. All right. Here's where I share ideas and improve. When you tell brand ambassadors that they are eligible for a giveaway, and then a brand ambassador comes up in the giveaway, you give them the thing you planned on giving away. You pointed out that these PCs are funded entirely by the money that some brand ambassadors have likely given you on Twitch. So if 100% of the money that you get on Twitch goes into the giveaways, then this isn't really costing you a whole lot, is it? You literally have a separate fund for this that comes entirely off of Twitch. So you can create this perpetual cycle where your Twitch is effectively the advertising platform and all the money you get on Twitch goes into magnifying that advertisement through us. If that's the case, which I'm glad you were open and honest about that, now we've hit this really awkward scenario where you've not only admitted that you don't have a filter, and therefore these are the true things you believe, but you've also admitted that you, as a company, aren't losing anything in this exchange. So if you're not losing anything in this exchange, then what the fuck is the problem? Where the fuck is the holdup? It is just as easy. It is just as easy as a brand to sell the story to the public of, look at how much we did for our small content creators, as it is to hand off a PC to a larger or a mid-range streamer, or even a smaller streamer like me, though I don't need it. It is just as easy to give one of those PCs to a mid-range streamer and have them sell that story for you as it is to sell the story yourself when you give it to a small streamer. This doesn't just reek of not caring about your ambassadors, but it reeks of marketing incompetence. The socialist in me wants to say treat your workers better, but the part of me that lives in capitalism has to look at you and go, you could have easily sold this as something completely different, and instead you've lost half of your goddamn teams. I don't know what it's like for every other Artesian build's family, in quotes, but mine has been a smorgasbord of people giving their reasons for leaving and then leaving. I haven't left yet because I wanted to see what was going to happen there, and I also wanted to keep in there so I could give context to people in there why other people were leaving, and no less than 12 or 13 people have left in the last 4 hours, and I haven't checked since starting this video. I said, wouldn't it help them to support their smallest streamers, making them bigger and more loyal? Yes, It is almost as if sometimes our ability to grow our streams is hampered by the technology we have access to, and it's why I showed the first video card I ever actually owned right there on stream, because that's exactly what it is. I'm going to be putting, as soon as I'm done recording this video, my email of resignation into Artesian Builds. I will be leaving Artesian Builds Group 12, and I will no longer be featuring any of their shit in my streams, ever. I hate Twitch. Thank you for redeeming your points for an owl. So, this is me resigning. And hopefully, this video going up as public will be enough. It will be one part in a clockwork series of working parts on social media to hopefully get some kind of reform going in over at Artesian Builds. Crazy Maiden, thank you for redeeming your points for an ara. You inappropriately timed fucking monster. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, everybody, answer to end a video tagline here.